Bill Boone scaled his web design business from $6,000 per month to $16,000 per month and did it all with a 3-part strategy that you can copy today. He started as a realtor with no tech background and turned SiteSwan's web design platform into a recurring revenue machine. This is the story of how he did it. Bill started at 0. He worked his way up to $6,000 per month and then almost tripled his business 6 months later.
I have no intention on slowing down. I owe you a lot. I'll tell you what, guys, if I didn't find this, it's not just blowing smoke. I owe you a lot. This has been a real game changer, especially getting older.
Before SiteSwan, Bill was selling real estate, not coding websites, but he wanted more stable income and more freedom. SiteSwan's ready-made themes and white label setup helped him launch fast, look professional, and start earning monthly income almost instantly. When he reached $6,200 a month, which is when I first interviewed him, that was his proof that the business model works. But Bill didn't stop there. He scaled his business to $16,000 a month by layering smart strategy and relationship building on top.
This has been a real game changer, especially getting older, right? What a way to make a living and enjoy clients. A lot of my clients have become friends. And
Bill's rapid growth came from a repeatable process built on a 3-part strategy that consists of AI-enhanced content, optimized local profiles, and weekly short-form videos. Now let's go through them one by one. First, we'll talk about AI-enhanced content. As you may or may not know, SiteSwan templates already give you clean structure and great SEO foundations. Bill uses AI tools like ChatGPT and Google Gemini to take it even further, refining messaging, creating FAQs, and writing blogs that help his clients show up in both search engines and large language models.
well, I'm taking a real advantage of ChatGPT and Google Gemini, and I'll say, hey, from the home page to the About Us, to the services, etc. What is the best way for this industry, for this company, for this website to create the content that would have a great chance to show up in visibility?
He doesn't just write for Google anymore, he writes for AI. By structuring sites and blogs around how people ask questions, Bill helps his clients get mentioned directly inside platforms like ChatGPT and Gemini. He gave me a good example of this when discussing how he's helping develop content for a tree services company.
Well, you can go hyper granular on that, and it will give you a list back to Gemini prompts. It'll come back and say, yes, these are the 5 trees that typically need more trimming, more maintenance. Okay, well, for my website, my tree service guys, that's a great place to end up on a blog. Would I mention all 5 trees in one blog? No. Would I mention one specific tree, like a Douglas fir? Absolutely, and we'll go in 10x on that, and then I'll go into the second tree for the next blog. And so it's hyper focused. And that's the kind of things that these LLMs like.
He's getting really specific, and ChatGPT and the others, they love that. And with those specifics, AI can reference that to actually answer questions that consumers pose in their AI chats, even make recommendations on which business they should consider and why.
It's going to come back and coach you up. It's actually selling for you. It's not just going to answer your question with a link to a website, okay? It's going to come in and say, yes, these are some you should consider. Here's the ones that we have figured out, and here's why we recommended them. So it's a proven fact already that you're going to have a higher transaction rate by being mentioned in a LLM than you are just a typical organic blue link. It's just they could click on any link. But the beauty of large language models is they're coaching people up of why they're recommending you. I mean, it's absolutely critical to be mentioned.
Imagine if AI was able to actively suggest your website clients in those chats that they're having with AI. That's what Bill's working to achieve. What Bill soon discovered, though, is that a website alone, even with superb content, won't always dominate local search. So Bill now claims and manages every client's Google business profile, Bing Places profile, and Yelp business page, because that's where ChatGPT and Gemini pull some of their information.
Whether we like it or not, when it comes to ChatGPT specifically, It loves Yelp and it loves Bing, MSN Bing. It loves it, right? To have a chance with chat in a way, you have to optimize your Bing business page. They have the same thing like Google. It's just no one ever deals with it, doesn't care about it. So I'm now going in and having to go through all the Bing pages, just like a Google business profile page, and optimizing those is, updating them the same thing, because chat is known when you look at resources where it pulls the search query. A lot of them are coming from Bing. You can have a free Yelp page, and you better optimize that thing and throw some photos in there and run some, but you better do something, because by it sitting there just being abandoned and stale, your Yelp specifically, that's a big mistake. Like, you're going to have zero chance to show up on an LLM, let alone ChatGPT.
He treats these profiles like extensions of the website, updating photos, videos, and especially FAQs every month.
I won't even take a client on unless I have full control of their Google business profile page, like period. Unless they let me manage it, I have no interest in taking on their website business. You're allowed to ask and answer your own questions. That is so important. You should come up with so many FAQs that you can't be ignored. Like, your GMB profile is such a resource that it's going to be pulled by Google as well.
Now, let's talk video. Bill creates 60-second vertical videos for each client every week. These clips promote the business authentically and are optimized for YouTube, Google, and social media.
I do a lot of YouTube vertical short videos, 60 seconds or less. They're a big part of my clients. They love it. They get tons of views.
He uses AI tools for ideas, oftentimes featuring frequently asked questions as the topics, and/or includes them in the descriptions for SEO purposes, and then edits the videos in CapCut.
Particularly use CapCut, but I also just upped my Google to $19.90 a month. Also ChatGPT, but Google is best. VEO. They're only 8-second max videos, and you can put it in a vertical format, but boy, are they amazing. So you may not be long enough, but what I've learned to do with the prompts is you take many 8-second videos and put them into CapCut. Once you get the workflow down and you're organized, it's still very, very doable.
At first, Bill offered simple websites to small businesses for $149 a month. As his system grew stronger and more sophisticated, he packaged everything, the weekly video, SEO content, and profile optimization into a $495 monthly plan.
Now, where I'm starting to land is $495 a month. So basically $500 a month. It's like, here's my lanes. One, what I enjoy doing, and one, what's going to help you the most is I will do your vertical videos. I will do one a week. It's for a month. I will optimize your Google business profile page, the whole thing. That's images. Sometimes the Google update will be a video that I made, right? It'll be images that they text me to send me of jobs that they're doing. And I will also keep your website and your blog page up constantly. And that is what I offer you.
And clients are happy to pay it because they can see clear, ongoing results. If you want to follow in Bill's footsteps and find your own success, here's the tech stack that Bill leverages to keep his process smooth. He uses SiteSwan for site management and automated client reports, ChatGPT and Gemini for content creation, CapCut for video editing, and SpyFu and Wayback Machine to prove his value in sales pitches.
One of the things that I use, which is free by the way, is SpyFu. So you're a web designer and you're trying to get a client. Not everybody's going to be a client either. Some of these guys their web companies do a great job, right? So what I typically do is I'll take their existing URL, their website. I go in, put in the URL. I look at the overview, very simple to read to the left-hand side, and it will simply tell me, are they losing or gaining organic keywords? Yes or no? Are they up or down or even? What I normally find, Justin, is the reason why they're losing is I do the other website, which is called the Wayback Machine. And the Wayback Machine is an archive, and you can type in a website again, and it will tell you, here's how many times this website has been updated. I feel so silly that I thought I knew everything there was about our software with SiteSwan. I just realized, Justin, that I can go in and set up my clients to get monthly stats that I don't even got to do. Do you realize I was manually doing that for the longest time? Because it was important to my clients seeing the stats.
Data builds trust. Automation saves time. Together, they scale revenue. In my first chat with Bill, he shared with me a strategy of recording videos for prospects using a screen share and voiceover of him analyzing their existing site and pointing out some missed opportunities that he could help them capitalize on. Well, he's still doing that, but combining it with the data he gleans from SpyFu and Wayback Machine to make a compelling case for letting him rebuild a site for them. This third-party data has proven to be a real asset for him that validates his offer to help them. Once he sees a view on YouTube, he reaches out to them. After getting the chance to witness Bill's march to success, picking his brain about what works and what doesn't, I've compiled 6 tips for success that align with Bill's aggressive approach. First, launch fast with SiteSwan's templates. Trust the process. Use our industry-specific themes and watch how easy it is to launch a super professional website for just about any small business in minutes. Second, use AI to enhance your content, not replace your creativity. Don't rewrite the whole site, since SiteSwan themes are already stacked with an excellent framework for local SEO success, but simply personalize the content to the very specific details the client focuses on or excels at, and then build new content in the form of blog posts around that hyper-specific, hyper-local content. My third tip, own Google, Bing, and Yelp profiles. These are the gateways to website visitors and the knowledge base that large language models use to inform people about local small business information. Number 4, add weekly video content to your offering. Recording short, punchy videos that are answering questions consumers have is a simple and effective way to get ahead of the local competition. Finally, tip number 5, charge based on the value you deliver. Bill is charging 3 times the amount he was before because he's probably providing 4 times the value with everything that he's including now. When you max out the value you're offering, it's easy for businesses to say yes to you. Bill's approach proves that with the right tools and strategy, anyone can build recurring revenue in web design. And not only is it monetarily rewarding, it's rewarding to know that you're getting your clients tangible results with their online marketing.
The best feeling I ever get in the world, even to this day, is when I'm CC'd on the email that someone sent in the form. I can't get the calls, but when they send in a form and it CCs me all day long to my clients, and I basically copy that email and I text it to them just so nobody misses the lead. It's the best feeling that you're really helping a client because of how you designed it and how they got the lead and everything else. But I'll end it at that. That's as a web designer, it makes me feel really good. You're really getting them business.
That's the heart of this whole system, helping clients win. Apply what Bill has implemented and build your own stream of recurring monthly revenue as a web designer using the framework he laid out. You can do it too. If you're new to web design or want to take advantage of the same head start that Bill got, then head to SiteSwan.com to learn more. Download Bill's 3-part strategy playbook complete with his AI prompts, Google Q&A blueprint, and short-form video template. Link is in the description.